let's do some very simple right-hand melodies and things to get you improvising. We have already said that you have the first 5 notes of the B-flat blues scale. All the notes are going to work. You can do quarter notes or eighth notes, and this is kind of automatic pilot. Let me turn. Hold on a second. Right there is just a B-flat triad, and I'm going minor third. That's just minor third to major third. And that time I went down to the flat 7. Let's do that again. So up. When it goes to that E flat, I want to be on that D flat. Again, even on this C minor, I could be there. So this is like wearing something out. So also repeating notes is good. You go. All right, so then I went down 3 half steps from B flat, which is our key, and now I'm on the first 4 notes of G minor blues scale. It's really cool. It's really easy, right? How about minor third to major third? G minor, there it is. So right there I went, which is right out of our 20 tips for 5-minute practice success. And this idea, if you're ever not feeling bluesy, go to that flat 7. And that time I combined it. I went flat 7, I went. And then right here I went enclosure. An enclosure is a set of notes that surrounds a target note. That D, the major third of B flat, is my target note. So I went again. There I targeted that third. One of the best things that we can do is targeting chord tones like thirds. Thirds are great, and even that minor third to major third. I could go. Oh wait, we got to start it over. Let's try that again. So I'm going to target some thirds. 2, 3, 4. That's a third of B flat. Now target the third of E flat. There's your G minor, major third. Now I go to E flat, I want to get that D flat. Minor third to major third. That's that enclosure. Ba-da-da-da-da. Whenever I go to that E flat, I want to be on that minor third of B flat, which is really the flat 7 of E flat. I just did blues scale down. I targeted the third of G and then third of C minor. So let's target some thirds. We go. The flat 7 is good too. Here we go. Third of E flat. Third of B flat. Third of G. There I did the third of F. Third. Here we go. Third, right? Isn't that a lot of fun? Let me just check the chat. Nobody in the chat? Man, I'm having way too much fun to not have anybody in the chat. Somebody say hello in the chat. You got 45 seconds, and if nobody's on, then nobody's on. And I'll come back at a later time. Let's start that over, and we'll do thirds again. I love the concept of getting those thirds in. Let me check my phone really quick. All right, thinking about those thirds. Here we go. Even that goes to the flat 7 is nice. We can repeat notes. Third, minor third, chromatically down, third. Yeah, so let me stop this really quickly. So one of the things I love to do is when I sat down to make this little video, my flute chops are no longer here. Not that I've ever had any, but earlier I was playing some simple melodic ideas, and I did a play along track that went into lots of different keys. Well, all 12 keys. But sometimes I'll have a little short practice session. I also encourage those. You probably see that I did about 3 or 4 different videos. I'm off work today, and so I was practicing a little bit, then taking a break. I think that's really important as well. But sometimes I'll have a go, like I'm thinking ba da 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 dum, and I can think ba da 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 dum, and maybe that's my idea. Maybe I'm thinking about that flat 7. I teach my students, like, sometimes there are certain notes that really make you feel, you start really feeling like you're sounding good and you're wanting to feel good, or sometimes you're feeling like I'm not swinging, I don't feel like I'm playing my best, and sometimes the flat 7 is all you need. Da 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 da. Sometimes you need the minor third to major third. What's neat about a phrase like this, and this is right out of Blues Volume 1, one of the easier licks and ideas to grab, but notice that I go minor third to major third. I'm doing a triplet, 1 and then 2 and then 3 and then 4 and then just like that. In my left hand, if I just play chords, that B flat makes it the minor third to major third. If I go to E flat, I might want to change to get to that D flat there, but notice what's happening if I go. I could just stay on that. I could. But even when I'm here on E flat, that's the third of E flat now. Even though on B flat, it's the 5th here, and I go. Even if I stayed there, that's the 9th of E flat. And then on G, that's the flat 7 of G, and that's the 11th of C minor, and that's the root of F. So that's why a lot of these ideas will continue to work even when the chords change, because now it's a different part of the chord. So I really love that idea, but when I started this, I did da 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 da. The other thing that I did is I said, let's also focus on enclosures. Enclosures are like a target note. I love targeting the third. So if I go ba ba da bum ba, so I did surrounding the third, and then I went to the root, and I could go B flat triad. Everybody knows the triads, or at least that's one of the first things we learn. And you've also heard ba ba da da ba da ba da bum, that those kinds of do nothing till you hear from me, and this is just da 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 bum da ba da 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 bum ba da 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 da. Okay, so let's actually turn on the track and practice the enclosure idea where I go. And then I could actually connect them. I could go and then I could go and that I'm just going back up to the root. So I went okay, let's turn on the track and have fun with that. Minor third, 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 minor third. Flat 7, 2, 3, third of G, root, 5th, All right, let's talk of a few little fun things. So you probably heard me go from the 1 chord, which is B flat, down to the G minor. We already said that you can use that as a little cheat code, B flat down to G. And what I did is I walked it. This is a B flat triad. This is a B flat triad in second inversion. And if I walked this down, I went A triad, A flat, G, or I could go. And then I'm at C minor. So that's a fun thing to do, is to take your triads and walk those down. And then other than that, I did the enclosure, but there's a famous song, do nothing till you hear from me, and you can start it like this, do nothing till you hear from me, and that's still that enclosure idea. ba ba da da. It gives you the minor third to major third, but starting on the fourth note of the scale. Da ba da 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 bum, ba da da bum, ba da da ba da 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 ba da 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 da. So you hear how I'm hovering over that minor third and the major third. So let's start that over again. If somebody feels bold and you want to say hello in the chat, that would be awesome. So okay, there's that third of G. 2 and 1, 2, 2. Watch this, the third. See how that minor third to major third? Watch this. Do it again. Same thing on E flat. Third of G. Here we go. 3 and 4. All right, what did I do right there? Let me just go ahead and stop that. I always want to make sure if I'm showing you something specific, I don't want to just play it. I want to show you how to do it. So I went here and I went, and sometimes I do where you walk it up. That's the fifth of B flat. Very kind of a famous idea. And then a couple of times I did the like this. So I went back up to the top. Or that's just pentatonic scale coming down, which is really neat, but that's for a later discussion. But notice that I went, and then one time I went back up. Or and then all I was doing really was like 2 or 3 different things, and then I make that my goal of this little loop that I'm about to do. I'm thinking ba da 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 dum, and when I go to the E flat chord, I'm also thinking about the D flat. So we have this, and 2 and 3 and 4. Ba da 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 ba da ba da ba da 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 ba da da da. Third, minor third. I'll probably get a copyright strike just for that. Probably 2 now. All right, let's do the cheat code again. The cheat code is you got your B flat triad. And when I go to the E flat, I'm going to go G minor, first 4 notes of the G minor blues scale. Listen. I could use that the whole way. Let's do like Ray Charles-ish. We go. go back to that flat 7. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Isn't that cool? All I did the same thing. It's just a nice way to a little transition between those same ideas. All right, quick tip. I need to make sure I show you guys this one. So something I just did, I did the little familiar lick. What is that from? It's a million songs. Is it Groovin' High? Anyway, I have to think of the song, but it's just the idea of C minor, go to the 5th of C minor, and come down the minor triad. And then I can't remember the original tune of that. I should know that. And then there's that. And then I did something else. Oh, I did this idea of if you ever come down, that you're in the key of B flat, you go down a whole step, then chromatically down to the 5th. I can also come up if I wanted to walk the bass up. I go, and we end up on 5th. So I go up a 3rd and down a flat 7 and then chromatically. And then you're at the top again. Okay, now if you're enjoying this, let me know in the chat. Or make sure you like this video. Let me just refresh and see how many likes. Giving away just tons of ideas for you guys. Oh, we have 2 likes. So, fun little news. I do have a course that's going to be coming out tomorrow, and it's geared toward beginners. I've been working on it for a while, really excited about it. And I still have to edit it down. It's about an hour and a half, and it's too long. So I'm cutting it down tonight, and then I'm gonna upload it. But it's really geared toward one shape, and that's this first 5 notes of the blues scale. So you have that to look forward to. Also, I've had a donation come in today, and the reason is I'm using my Streamlabs again. I'm getting that set up. So I'm trying to get a new stream set up to where it's really fancy, but I did put my Streamlabs link in there if you want to make a small donation just to be checking to see if it's all working. I'm trying to get the little man where he comes out and he would show your name and everything, but I'm going to have to spend tonight getting all that set up. But I think my Streamlabs link works if anybody wants to donate for all this free material you're getting. And if you don't, that's okay too. I really appreciate you hanging out. But I've been really thankful. I've been trying not to do a bunch of ads on a lot of these lives that I do. There usually will be an ad at the very beginning, but I'm trying to minimize how many we do in between. So I will be going back and making sure. But donations do help that. All right, so here we go. Let's continue to dig in. Let's do a few more little choruses and ideas, and we'll put all of this together. My hope is that you'll practice some of this stuff. I'm going to do another chorus, but since this is just B-flat blues, we're just going to do the first 5 notes of the blues scale, and I'm going to go on what's called automatic pilot, where I just loop the first 5 notes over and over again. 1, 2, 3. So this is automatic pilot. You're building up muscle memory when you do it both hands, but you can also do your left hand comping voicings. 6. I could go quarter notes. Going up the whole scale. For B flat, I want you to use this fingering. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing on the way down. Now 8th notes, or actually quarter notes. Here we go. Now the backing tracks I usually use don't have the piano in the background, so it makes it kind of hard to do for you to hear everything. But we'll do another one without the piano going. And this time, let's just do the right hand. Here we go. So. Cheat code. Alright, so one little fun fact that I love to show you guys is that notice how I'm connecting. If this is one of my ideas for this practice session, and so is this, you can always connect these even longer. I could go. Let me do it again. Just one little fingering change you have to do there. Okay, but if I had this as an idea and this as an idea, so then I can start putting those together where I say, all right, I'm going to link those two together. I went. Now watch this. Third of E flat. Watch this. Alright guys, that's enough for now, and thanks for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. All I did really was about 3 different ideas. And then I did this one at the end. Alright, I hope you enjoyed that. Again, thank you for the support of the channel. Keep it coming, and I'll keep creating content. Have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video.